What up, Team Buckhouse? Johnathan Buckhouse here, and it's time for another resort review. This is the video series where we go to a brand new ski resort, we absolutely rip it, we explore it, we see what the resort has to offer, then we come back here and we rate it. We give it a score from 0 to 100. The way we're gonna get that score is by going over 10 categories, each category getting a score from 0 to 10. 0 is not applicable, meaning they don't have it at all. 1 is terrible, 5 is average, and 10 is best in the world. Now, those are the rules we play by. That's how we're gonna do this. So hit the subscribe button, and then at the end of getting the number, I will tell you who this resort is for. And that's kind of the more important thing, is like a resort could score low, but it's really meant for either beginners or park riders. So we're gonna figure out who Chestnut Mountain is really for right now. Now, Chestnut Mountain has an elevation of 1,040 feet and a vertical drop of 475 feet with 138 skiable acres, meaning that this is a pretty small ski resort. Now, lift prices, how expensive is it to come ride at Chestnut? And honestly, it's pretty cheap. $45 for the weekday, $60 for the weekend. And overall, like, this resort is sick, and I thought that price was totally fair. So I gave them a 7 when it came to lift prices. Especially if you're gonna be riding on the weekday, like, that's super cheap. $45? Now, lodging, if you're gonna wanna come here and go on a vacation, you totally can. They have this really nice hotel that's ski in, ski out. We ended up actually staying there at night, which we had a great night of sleep and everything, and like the hotel was awesome and kind of on the fancier side. So when it came to lodging, I gave them a 7 for lodging. It was a really nice experience. Now, ease of access, how easy is it to get to Chestnut? Well, one, it's a Midwest resort, so it's not gonna be any crazy driving. It's not gonna be hard to just drive there. But to fly there's a little tricky. If you would fly to the biggest city around, it'd be Madison. It's a 2-hour drive after flying into Madison to Chestnut. It's not horrible, not great after like a 3-4 hour flight or anything like that. So when it came to ease of access, I gave them a 5 on ease of access. Now, if you're wondering why we went and rode Chestnut Mountain in Illinois, it's because we have a goal to ride every resort in the United States. And the way you guys can track our progress is by going to resortskimaps.com. This is a map of every resort in the United States. All of the green resorts are the ones that we have been to. You can click on them and watch the videos there. See if I went to your ski resort. If you click on a red one, nothing's gonna happen because we haven't been there yet. So you can check our schedule by going to the top right-hand corner, clicking our calendar and seeing where we're gonna ride for this upcoming season. So you guys can take time off for work or show up that day so we can ride with you guys, because riding with the locals is literally the best part about traveling around and riding all these ski resorts. I love riding with you because you get to tell me all the secret runs, all the best things to do, everything like that. So these resort reviews actually get better, as well as you guys are always commenting down below all the hidden gems, like best places to stay, best places to eat. So once again, fill up the comments, guys, with the information that I miss out, all the locals out there. But yeah, check out resortskimaps.com. You can see all of the resort review scores as well there. So it's the sickest website ever. You can spend a whole hour, if not 2 hours, just playing around on resortskimaps.com. Now, lifts, we gotta get up the mountain. We're gonna wanna shred and everything, and they got a 2 on lifts, mainly because their lifts are old, but they had a lot with this like wood backing that was so uncomfortable, like literally like probably the most uncomfortable chairlift we rode all season long, like the wood backing stuff. Like some resorts have them, and like I hate it. It's the worst. As well as like they're like a lot of them like 2-seaters, some 3-seaters, but they're just older. Like you're not getting high-speed quads, you're not getting gondolas or chalets or anything insane. So yeah, just a 2 for lifts. They do have 6 lifts and 3 platters. You're gonna get up the mountain. Now, runs, we're gonna need to go down the lift after we go up those wooden crappy chairlifts, and their runs were actually pretty fun. They had these like 2 blacks. One was like super duper steep, and just like we rode it at night. It was kind of scary. And then they also had this like, they called it, I don't know if they called it the wall or whatever, but it was literally like a mogully like death drop of ice, and it was also pretty fun. But they got their easy blues and blacks. They got 22 runs, so you'll enjoy your runs out there, but I did give them a 3 when it came to runs, just because it's, you know, no bulls, no tree riding, you know, all that kind of stuff. Now, terrain park, Chestnut. Everyone in the Midwest was like, yeah, go ride Chestnut. You gotta ride Chestnut. Their park is dope. Their park is dope. And I was like, sure, guys, sure. And then we go. And not only do we get to ride the park, well, the first day we showed up and we're like, can we ride the park? And they're like, no, it's closed, it's rebuilding, it opens tomorrow. And we're like, no. But then they're like, how about this? You guys stay the night here and we're going to give you private sled laps and you guys test the park before we open it to the public. We were like, what? We got sled laps in the park to test it for them. We tested their jumps, we tested their rails, like everything. And they absolutely killed it. There was only like some minor adjustments we mentioned to them. And overall, like they built an incredible park at Chestnut. They used to have like a half pipe there, but half pipes are kind of dying off and like they don't have like a mega 3-line or anything, but what they have, they do an incredible job with. And so that is why I gave them a 7 when it comes to park, an incredible terrain park. Now, if you're enjoying this video and you want to support the dream or just let everyone know that you're a part of Team Buckhouse, consider snagging an Evolution sticker. We do have a ski version for all the skiers out there, but any of our merch, guys, the t-shirts, you know, the hats, like all of our merch is linked down below, as well as any of my snowboard gear. Check out the description. You won't be bummed out with all the links and stuff there that lead you to stuff, but it does support the channel. It's how we can afford to travel to every resort in the United States. And once again, if I see you guys repping the stickers, it's so easy to come up and say hi to you instead of waiting for you guys to say hi to me. So snag an Evolution sticker, I'll link down below, and then tag me on my Instagram and I'll give you guys gear and sticker shoutouts in the vlogs. Now, food, we're gonna get hungry on the mountain, or if we're staying on the hotel, we're gonna eat. And the hotel has this pretty nice restaurant. The food was like good and a good variety of food. They even have breakfast, but that was the only place to eat on the mountain. But it was a little higher end than like average ski resort food. So I gave them a 6 when it came to food. Definitely a good food option for you. Now, views and scenery, Chestnut, Midwest. I still think the Midwest has better views than the East Coast. It sits above a river, I'm pretty sure it is. It's not a lake, it's a river. I don't know what river, comment down below what river is that. But Chestnut, you have this awesome view over this river, as well as, I don't know, just the view, it felt awesome. I don't know, you felt like you were in a pretty cool special place, and just once again, being above the river was really cool. So when it came to views and scenery, I gave them a 6. Now, employees, we don't cover snow conditions because one, it was the Midwest. It was also like -20 the day we were riding. It was so cold out there, and that greatly affects snow. Was like when it's super cold, the snow is super hard and super grabby and super slow. As well as, you know, we ride the West Coast, the East Coast, like snow conditions are always changing. Like obviously if it's snowing, it's gonna be great snow conditions. So it's hard, it's a really hard thing to cover, you know what I'm saying? So we just do employees because we can have an employee absolutely ruin our day, like happened at Keystone. You can check out the Keystone incident right here, but we also had a Keystone employee absolutely make our day. So we cover employees because, you know, if that guy goes above and beyond, you know, helps you with your rental, helps you with your, take your bags or whatever, like it can make your trip better, or someone can absolutely just ruin your trip. So that's why we cover employees, to give you the overall vibe of the resort. And Chestnut, they got a 10 for employees. These dudes were awesome. The ticket lady we first dealt with was amazing. Then the ski patrollers are the ones who are like, yo, we want you to test the mountain, give us sled laps. Like overall, the entire employee vibe and the things they did for us when we went out there was insane and incredible. So Chestnut, you have some incredible staff and we really enjoyed working with you guys. So thank you so much. And lastly, the would I go back factor, because if I wouldn't go to the ski resort, why would I recommend it to you guys? And on the would I go back, I gave them an 8. Because like, 1, I know they have an incredible park. 2, the vibe was awesome. 3, you can easily stay on the resort and ride. So my thing is like, if it's gonna cost you $10,000 to come to Breck for a week or a weekend, maybe don't go spend that much at Breck or Keystone or like at one of these Colorado super mega resorts. You could go to a Chestnut, especially if you like park riding. Spend a quarter of the money and have a way better time with less people and overall just a great vibe. So I would definitely go back to Chestnut. If the opportunity presents itself, I'm there. And I hope that whole like traveling and saving money like makes sense to you, because like that's why I love doing these resort reviews, because I can show you guys resorts like Chestnut. Now, I know what you're wondering, like what did they get out of 100? And I'll tell you that after you guys check out the resort review playlist if you enjoyed this video or want to see other videos like this, or see if I covered your resort. Check out the resort review playlist, or once again on resortskimaps.com we have the whole list of all the scores for the resorts, and you can check out the videos. All right, so Chestnut got out of 100, smash like, a 61 on the resort score, which is insane for a Midwest. I might be wrong, but this could be our highest Midwest score. Like we had an incredible time at Chestnut. Maybe I'm biased because they gave us sled laps. I don't know, but overall it was a vibe. It was all energy. So who is this resort for? Obviously the park shredders. If you love riding park, it's great for you. A family with young skiers or snowboarders or beginners, and especially the fact that you can stay on the resort, so you could go do like a weekend there or like a 3 or 4 day trip, and so the kids are swimming in the hotel pool and then going and riding and then coming back and like getting good at the park, and it was incredible. So families, park riders, that's who this is for, and kind of intermediate to below level riders, like this is who you're for. So with that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shredding with me today, and as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you tomorrow with another video, because it is daily on this snowboard channel.